Hi, everyone. This is Jules. I hope everybody is doing great. So, ever since last week, I started reading a few comments on Reddit, and I've been posting about them here on my YouTube channel. And I decided last week to give it a go. I mean, I've been working with the Gallery of Magic books for, I don't know, maybe it's been over a year. So it's been maybe like a year and 5 months, 6 months. And so far, like every book that I've tried, I've been very pleasantly surprised because I'm kind of new to magic. So I was introduced to it by the Gallery of Magic. So because of my results and because I am feeling a little bit more comfortable with it, I decided last week to start the Wealth Magic and see how it goes. So this is week one for me, and what I'm going to be reading right here from Reddit um, is about people who have done the Wealth Magic and Success Magic together. So those are two different books. And I think I would like to incorporate with my Wealth Magic, Success Magic as well. I'm not even sure because the Wealth Magic and the Success Magic are two different books that take a long time to complete. And as we speak, I'm doing the Wealth Magic and I am also doing like other magic on the side. So it's not only the Wealth Magic. So I don't know if I should also start the Success Magic and see how it goes. For sure, I would have a lot on my plate, but it's not something that I would be against doing. I just have to be a little bit more involved with the magic and maybe like give it more time. But before I decide if I want to do the Success Magic as well, I'm going to be reading this Reddit. And for the record, I don't know what the Reddit thread says. So I'm not ahead of you. I am reading, and so I don't know what it has to say yet. So this Reddit starts with update with Wealth Magic and Success Magic, which is what I want to do. Okay. So it says, I've been running both Wealth Magic and Success Magic since October 2023. And now I'm very close to completing Wealth Magic and about halfway through Success Magic. There are not many reviews on either book online in comparison to Gallery of Magic's simpler practical magic books, which I can only assume is because they are much longer to complete and so require a little bit more faith in the process than a singular spell. I've had tons of magical experiences over the years, so I am ready, well aware of magic is more than a mind game and fake it until you make it. Um, I feel like I wrote that because that's how I feel. Like I feel more comfortable with magic now that I feel, I guess, mentally at least prepared to start the Wealth Magic. When I first learned about the Wealth Magic, I was like, no. So now I'm just like, like, like one of those things, like, how did I let go of my fears? So I guess like I'm letting go of that fear that is associated with the Wealth Magic. So this person continues and says, Wealth Magic, they've been 5.5 months, and says, also, I should mention that I started this at a pretty low point socially, materially, financially. In the book, Wealth Magic suggests that it basically scales your wealth and success. So you see larger returns if you already have some level of wealth rather than start with nothing. Nonetheless, it has definitely worked for me so far. Among many financially related manifestations, from simple things like free lunches and actual deep discounts on stuff I want, to surprise money, a refund from 15 years ago randomly mailed to me. The ritual with Calvarnia especially was answered exactly and quickly for a new job that met my specific requirements and from completely out of the blue. Then I got very quickly promoted with a 30% raise in less than a month. Like I said, I'm not even done with Wealth Magic yet, but the effects are supposed to persist for a few years after the working anyway. All I can say is I am very impressed so far, and I plan to complete another round this year, aiming still higher. Okay. Then her, I guess, update with the Success Magic. She is on week 49. And she says Success Magic doesn't have any detailed reviews and even fewer than Wealth Magic. Since it's nearly a year long, this makes sense. Also, it is less tangibly wealth oriented, i.e., material things, which isn't to say that it won't help in a way. But in my opinion and experience, that Success Magic that's is create experiences in your life for your transformation. More bluntly, each week you are performing a ritual. It sets an overall theme that creates events happening whereby you experience yourself as having that quality, bringing you to a higher level of functioning and greater self-respect. And because you are being led along a path through these experiences of positive personal change. It complements well with the circumstances and disruptions that wealth magic can create. I would be remiss if I didn't add that I've also done a lot of single shot magic from Words of Power, GWOP, MWOP, etc., which I also believe has definitely helped and in very obvious ways. Things in very obvious ways, thoughts, things kind of way. I feel like doing wealth magic and success magic every day has now made simpler single shot magic feel like a breeze. Basically, it feels like nothing to do, and I'm not attached to the outcome of spells because they are taking place within a broader ritual context going on in my life. So, what I'm saying is that another benefit of doing the longer operations is that I am comfortable to perform one time magic rituals without either laziness or neediness. It's also taught me I have a lot of more time and energy to do the magic, and that I benefit when I do so. Hopefully, that helps anyone curious and on the fence, me, about committing to a bigger working. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer. Edit. To clarify, in 5 months, I've gone from unemployed and no prospects, less than $200 to almost 10,000 in savings, with a job that meets my very specific needs in a fast growing industry, among many other financial and other manifestations. I will unlikely run Wealth Magic again this year for obvious reasons. LOL. Awesome. So there is a reply, and it says these testimonials are not only great to read, but also helps those of us who have started the gallery of magic workings and might be occasionally be plagued with doubt. Me, never, cough, cough. Yeah, that's me too. Thank you all for sharing the stories. Someone else says, yes, one of the best things you can do is write down when the miracles happen and keep a list to remind yourself that it does work. Good. Someone else says, I need to get back into Wealth Magick. I made it through the third working and received a high paying job that I wasn't up to and squandered the money. For some reason, I've had a hard time going back to Wealth Magick. Success Magick was a blast. I can say there were specific events or results that I can't recall, but remember feeling energized and connected. Good. Someone else says, I already completed Wealth Magick weeks ago, and the Success Magick rituals are helping me a lot. With Wealth Magick, I've had extreme bouts of luck thanks to Clonic or Aniquil or Aniquil. I don't know how to pronounce that. Um, I'm going to go with Aniquil. Would help me out with my current income. A social worker named Anne is helping me with finances, LOL. I even added in Cashbook, which gave me short bursts of money thanks to the spirit Nitika. And yes, Success Magick is literally like doing a different theme ritual every week, and I love it. It helped me connect to important places I was never able to before, along with Clonic's help. All of my magic is also pretty much a success thanks to the Enochian magic. The cherry on top is having all of your magic empowered through Damon Brand's Patreon, so check it out. Note, one huge thing that happened to me is a lot of friends and a wealth of knowledge. I hope it's okay to disclose this, but I've had some GOM members and authors reach out to me because my situation was really, really bad. This is all thanks to their books and sigils, which I'm forever grateful for. I hope they read this. Okay, so this person had, I guess, like authors or like members of the Gallery of Magic reach out to him. Okay. Somebody else says, may I ask how Damon's Patreon empowers you? It says, yes, all 17 members empower the magic monthly, and you feel a huge difference. They have different specialized rituals focused on finances, protection, and more. They also include a free PDF of the Future of Magic book. I think that book came out already. I don't have it yet. Along with empowered versions of the other books. Basically, 72 Angels of Magic goes from 11 days to 1 minute a day. They're coming out with the new bonuses next month. Something to do with illusions. If you want to join, look it up on their website. I did do their Patreon, but I didn't feel that it was worth it. But that was just me. So I became a member. I stayed for like 3 months and I left. So someone else says here, that sounds good. Thank you for your reply. Someone else says, fascinating to read about your experience joining his Patreon, but would like to hear more if you are willing to share. Sure. I have got a few of their books recently, which I am currently going through, and I'm loving them regardless of whether they've worked in an obvious way or not. But does joining the Patreon group really add that extra boost to the work for it to be worth the money? I know in your reply you already said that it does, but I guess I'm just asking if it's worth it overall, especially if someone's is not great financially in the first place. Second question, is it easy to reach out to him if you join? Let's say you were at a very specific sigil ritual for something unique Is that something you'll be able to reach out to him about and ask for a costume solution and or advice? Thank you. So she replies to him and says, first question, yes, it is worth the $17. You get free Future of Magic PDF of the book and tons of bonuses, rituals that I've seen fast results in. It doesn't just extend to their books, the empowerment, but other kinds of magic that you do, such as candle magic or music magic. That's something that I came up with by myself. I share it freely with Gallery of Magic. Another reason why they reached out to me, I have a scientific based approach to magic, and apparently they love that. In March, they'll be coming out with new bonuses, and I encourage you to join ASAP as they have a lot of rituals to sift through first. Note, when it comes to empowerment magic, think of it like a person at NASA who works at Mission Control in Texas can't get the job done alone of monitoring astronauts in the Artemis lunar mission. With other team members, they get the job done and split the workload. Working as a powerful unit to keep everyone safe and their goals reached. Some goes with any company or business, and the Patreon is powered by 17 members. So there you go. Second question. He's reached out to me first to discuss some issues, but I never requested him for a custom solution. If he does so, he probably does discreetly or out of kindness. I don't recommend private messaging the guy unless it's a serious issue. As you imagine, he deals with hundreds of messages, and the PDF rituals should add a personalized touch. If you also need personal help, I made my own Patreon just for that. The authors don't have time to go around personally helping people with their magic. The Patreon is on my profile also. You'll only get their empowerment magic if you subscribe to them, and mine is optional support help, not officiated by Gallery of Magic. Good luck. I feel like this person is promoting themselves there. So, I mean, I don't know. Someone else says, they also give you a monthly sigil that is a cinch to activate, and it amplifies any magic you perform. It is magic of the Gallery of Magic, then it is great. If it is a Gallery of Magic ritual, then it is greatly amplified. In addition, they even often do additional bonuses for sale, like guided workings and meditation. Someone else says, is Clonic part of Wealth Magic, of the Wealth Magic book? I am considering buying it. And then they say, yes, he is. Can you please help me with the PDF of that book? Okay. And there is a reply. Would be better if it purchased it on Amazon. Don't rely on copies to guarantee is not corrupted. Still best to get your source from reputable sellers. There are many fakes and false copies of Gallery of Magic, so be aware. And then someone says, that book changed my life too. So I don't know which book it is because it is both Wealth Magick and Success Magick. So I don't know which book here changed their life. Oh, somebody else is asking which one and how so. And then she replies and she says, I went from living at my mom's house to living in a penthouse in like a year. Haha, it's crazy. And then she says, Success Magick and Wealth Magick. So they did both, which is what I am trying to decide, should I do both? I already made my decision about Wealth Magic, but not about Success Magic. So this person says, awesome, sounds great. And then somebody said, did you do them both at the same time? And they said there was a period of overlap between them. And then another reply. Have you tried Financial Magic? They say it replaced Wealth Magic. So you can't get it now, but everyone says Wealth Magic is awesome, but Financial Magic, I don't have enough info yet. And then someone says, thank you for your post and congratulations that it has all worked out for you. I tried Magical Cash Book recently, but I don't feel I've had much luck with it. Does it take time or should I do it again or should I try one of the longer ones you have suggested? Thank you. Something that I said about the cash book when I did it, I've done it 3 times, is that for me, it takes time. So I've had to be very patient. Someone here replies, without understanding your whole situation, it's truly hard to say to do this or do that. In my opinion, though, I'd say it's good to do the longer workings because they're more like a deep clean for your psyche and it would help the shorter term magic be more effective, but only you know where you are at and what you have the motivation to commit to kind of thing. And then they said, thank you for your reply. I've read so many amazing things about the Wealth Magic, and I think doing this will really benefit me. So I just bought the book, although it was really hard to find. I had to follow the link on the Gallery of Magic website in the end. Someone else replies, wow, that's amazing. Congratulations on your success through your hard work magically in real life. And thank you for sharing your experience with us. It's simply inspiring and encouraging to hear such stories. Congratulations. I'm very happy to read your story. I just bought the Magical Cash book, but will also buy the Wealth Magic. Someone else says, awesome review. Thank you very much. It helps to compare one's own experiences with others. I've got one question. Can you repeat the Success Magic 1 year ritual? I'm almost done with Success Magic, and can I say it transformed me a lot? And I had a lot of synchronicities in my life. So I would enjoy doing it again. And they said, yes, you can. No worries. And someone else says, I haven't done, okay, hold on. I haven't done, but I don't see why not. I always saw Gallery of Magic books as part of a constant daily practice like meditation and with longer formats like Success Magic. I don't really see why not. Like, for example, doing a circle yearly. I have the book Magical Riches and wonder how it compares to Wealth Magic. I haven't started Magical Riches yet, but maybe I will get the Wealth Magic first because your review sounds promising. I have been working with Magical Job Seeker and Sita L from the 72 Angels to manifest a job offer from a government institution, but I haven't seen results yet. Perhaps Wealth Magic will provide the extra push that I need in the energy field for my job offer to come through. Someone else says, I did the 11-day master money ritual and then 3 days after that. I have seen great results from the book Magical Riches. Someone else replies, I was wondering if Wealth Magic and Magical Riches, I was wondering if Wealth Magic was Magical Riches. I can't seem to find Wealth Magic. Hmm. And they said it's a different book. Okay. Someone else says, thank you for this. I have been struggling to figure out how to map out my life project, my actual life revamped, and where to use magic. I appreciate this post very much. Thank you for sharing and providing me with some more clarity in how to approach my project. Um, and then someone else says, hi, I'm glad you've had such great results. It's rare to see full reviews since it's longer rituals. I recently started Success Magick, just finished the first ritual, and was considering doing the Wealth Magic. This person is the opposite of me, but let's see. I bought the book and I'm on with demons. And hold on, I bought the book and I'm okay with demons in it. However, one of the rituals bothered me is the one where you don't know what it is. And Damon says something like, you don't need to know what the words mean. And then you're supposed to imagine some flames and a black raven. LOL. Like, did you have any block with this ritual, or did you decide to trust it and went with it? I know Damon says he would never put anything harmful in the book, and I do think it's true. I did other magic from Gallery of Magic and had my first results with no issues nor fear. But like the whole thing seems a little bit off. And then someone says here, decidimos are ut ascendant, descendant. This is Latin. Motus introduos nova inverta in Lucerne. I do understand Latin because I went to Catholic school and we had a Latin mass. Insignia corpus mundus de mesa. Okay. I'm just reading this. Spectuloctus and medium tampotuleles in via ignis tempore mutevur. Okay. Okay. It doesn't it doesn't say anything like weird, you know. So it continues. See, I skimmed through the book a little bit and was going to start the rituals tomorrow, but honestly, I'm not okay working with demons at all. I've had some really bad experiences with them controlling parts of my life that I'll never get back. Long story short, I was ignorant to some things about the astral plane and all that, but now that I'm not, it's better to be safe than sorry. Is clonic the only demon in it? Does anyone else know? I'm really happy to have read this review before starting, and honestly, I might do some more research and maybe use some of the other stuff or something like that. No demons for me. And then someone else replies, there's plenty of financial magic without demons. Try secret angel magic or empowered angel magic based on the 72 angels. However, even angels are known for not being compassionate and they may disrupt your life. That's true, you know. However, okay, if you use protection, there is little danger. For example, use the master protection ritual and then cast a ritual plus the protection when practicing untested magic. Honestly, my life is better with magic in it. Dito. Um, it made me a better person and I see and feel things differently. You should think if it is worth it. Demons or angels don't rule your life when you think you have the power over you. Yeah, they will do mischief because you are showing that you are not your own master. It's like opening a door. I always remind myself and others I am the boss in the room, lol. Someone else replies, I posted the Latin translation, but um, I think something may have blocked, like auto mode might have blocked the post. Regardless, Gallery of Magic took the Latin, pulled its elemental invocation and translated it into Latin. There's nothing weird or funky. That's what I said. All it says eventually is the world is your creation and you use fire to reshape it, but the fire also creates, but doesn't destroy. DM me if you want the whole thing. I mean, you can take that translation and like put it on Google Translate and then you have it. Um, Someone is asking, is it the same invocation from Magical Seduction? And they said, yes, both rituals came from the Black Pullet and use the same general element invocation. I haven't done Magical Seduction, so I don't know. Someone says, I love testimonials. I use sigil magic and I'm still listening. I'm still learning. I'm sorry. I have a job that doesn't pay much. And tonight I'll be doing Damon Brandt's sigil from his magical cash book. I'm inspired that I received $500. I realized I have to be practical with my request. Um, and then someone says, I'm going to try to combine both soon. Great idea on using protection magic. I use protection magic every day. And that's because I'm doing like magic almost like every day. Someone says, hi, congratulations. Some YouTube channel says that Success Magic book is not for poverty level people, but will help you when you have already, this person is using, but will help you when you have already money. Is it true? Okay. And then they get a reply. I think you're confusing it with Wealth Magic. It helps more when you already have money to an extent. You don't have to have a lot of money, but you are not almost homeless or similar to it. Success Magic, you can start at any time. And then it says, thanks, dear, because I've heard on Reddit and YouTube channel and also on the Gallery of Magic channel on Facebook where people said that this book is not for poor people. And many people have fallen sick after doing rituals of this book. That's why before starting the book, I thought about asking, nothing else. And that's the end of this thread. Um, I do know about someone, and I read it. It's on one of my videos that I read from Reddit about this one guy, and I wouldn't say he was homeless, but he was making like $5 a day, living with his parents, and he had like a beat up car. So when it comes to like wealth magic, it's like you need to have a source of income, but I wouldn't say that you have to be wealthy. Because obviously when you're making $5 a day, I mean, you cannot buy anything with $5. So, um, and this guy, like, if you look in my videos, you can look at that, like his testimonial on that. He went from like $5 a day to $7,000 a day. So, um, I believe that between Wealth Magic and Success Magic, Wealth Magic is the one that can be disruptive and is the one that people have a lot of like hesitation with, because it can be disruptive, and pretty much the way that I see it a lot is the way that I see like the secret angels of magic is like, if one of the things that the secret angel talks about is that if you want life changing events in your life, you have to be prepared for life changing disruptions. That's what the secret angel magic talks about. And I've done the secret angel magic a few times, and I do see results with it, but I'm not like a very, very risky person because I need to have security as well. And I know when it comes to like the wealth magic is disruptive, so is a risk that you are taking. But one of the things that I feel right now when it comes to wealth magic is like more like that mentality that I had before of like fear that I had. It's like that fear to me is not present, if that makes sense. So the only thing that has changed for me is more like a mental perception. Where if you had told me last year to do wealth magic and it says it is disruptive, I would have been like, oh hell no, like that would have been me because that fear was there with me. Um, so I would say the only thing that has changed for me between then and now is that I feel like I can trust the angels and I can trust magic. And I feel like I don't have doubts. And even if something disruptive happens in my life, I don't know, like I feel protected. And like I said, I do protection magic every day. I feel protected. I feel like if something disruptive happens in my life, I feel that it would be for my highest good. So there is a sense of trust and kind of like an expectation that I have that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. And I said it in another video that I am a single mom, I'm the breadwinner. So if something happens, like I'm screwed, pretty much. But even if that happens, I have faith. And that's why I'm taking this step in doing wealth magic. But it has taken me over a year for me to like overcome the fear. And it has taken me over a year to, like work different rituals and different types of magic. And one of the things that like the 72 angels of magic is, and it's something that I've done consistently is ask yourself those questions like, how did I learn to manifest my dreams? How did I learn to let go of my fears? How did I learn to um yes, how did I learn this? How did I learn to manifest? How did I learn to let go of my fears? So it's something that you repeat on a regular basis. And I believe that it has worked for me. So I am on week 1 of Wealth Magic. The only reason that I'm thinking about Success Magic, like I'm not thinking, but like having doubts about it, is because I have a lot right now between Wealth Magic and I'm still working like Secret Angels, and I also do Protection Magic, and I'm also doing a 72 Angels of Magic. So currently I'm doing 4 rituals. So if I add Success Magic, it would be 5. Um, but they should not interfere one with the other because I'm asking for different things. So I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot on my plate, but I thought I like the challenge. Why not? And see how it goes. So since I am posting this video today and I am on week 1 of my Wealth Magic, then hopefully if everything goes well and I am giving updates about my rituals, I can encourage other people to do it as well and pray for me. Keep me in your prayers. Yes, I need good energy and I feel good. I feel ready for this and let's see what happens. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to, if you're new to the channel, that you subscribe to the channel so you can, follow through with me and get updates about where I'm at. And also, the more you interact with my videos, the more the algorithm is going to pick up and like share with other people who are looking for the same practical magic and things that really do work. So this is a collective. We're all helping each other. So thank you all so much for being here. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.